Hi there, students. Inventory, a countable noun, and then also a verb to inventory. Okay, let's see. To me as a Brit, an inventory is a written list of all of the things in a place, all of the objects in a place. For example, if you rent a house or a flat, normally there will be an inventory as part of the contract. And the inventory will say 6 plates, 6 knives, 6 cups, 1 sofa, 2 double beds, 1 armchair, etc. And it's just a list of all the things in the place. I guess you could make an inventory of all the things that you're going to need when you go on a holiday, for example. It's a list. Now, the Americans use this word more than the British. I think in British English, I would limit it more to a list. The Americans use this word inventory to talk about the stock in a business, the list of everything that the business owns. So maybe at the end of each month, somebody has to do stock taking, to take inventory or to inventory the stock. So you need to go through and write a list of exactly what there is. And like that, you know how the business is going, you know if things are being stolen, and things like that. Okay, so the store doesn't carry these items on its inventory. I would say in British English, the shop doesn't stock these items. So to take inventory, to take stock, effectively an inventory, it's a detailed list of articles, of goods, of property. So the inventory, the amount, a company's inventory, not infantry. It's all of the assets, all of the raw materials, all of the work in process, and all of the finished goods, all of the stock. And then to inventory, to make a list of everything that a company has. They use an inventory very often to value things. He bought the shop and the entire inventory. He bought the business with its inventory. For example, I believe the US has a large inventory of oil stocked in case of a crisis. The shop is normally closed while they take inventory. There was a fire and some of the shop's inventory was damaged. So you could have a big inventory, a low inventory, etc. Maybe you need to cut down your inventory, to bring it down, to reduce it, to reduce the amount of the amount of things you stock, or to reduce its value. Okay, so effectively an inventory is an itemized list, which records your things. Maybe if you go on an aeroplane and the airline lose your suitcase, you're then going to have to make an inventory or a list of all the things that were lost for your insurance claim. Okay, so it's an inventory of things. Before you go shopping, maybe you make an inventory of everything that you need, or you check the inventory in your cupboard to make your list. Okay, that's the idea. I think this word's probably a rather business word. To me, as a Brit, an inventory is a list of things in a place, particularly for a rental contract. Yeah, and I think commercially in British English, I would use the word stock. Yeah, the stock on hand. Um, and I would use this inventory for the items in a place, particularly for furniture and things like that as well. Notice they actually also use this word inventory in video games, because when you've got a character who's walking about doing things, some heroic quest, they have a number of slots, and these things are the inventory, the things that your character is carrying. And that's the idea of your inventory. So formality, what am I going to give it? I think let's see, it's a business word most commonly. I think I'm going to give it a 6 in formality. Use it in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, formal writing, but a business context, I think, is probably best for it. And then as to origin, it comes from Middle French inventoire, which today in French is inventaire, from Latin inventarium, from the verb invenio, to find out or to discover. So with your inventory, you discover exactly what there is. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Inventory.